would say the biggest struggle of my life has been dealing with body dysmorphic disorder, or known as body dysmorphia. So you're basically obsessing over your appearance and the way that you look to the point where it hinders your everyday life. For example, I would be late to every single class just about because I could not get out of the mirror. Like, that is a huge symptom of body dysmorphia, is you cannot get out of the mirror. All women can relate to having flaws or not being happy about something, but this is to the point where it is devastating to your life. Mine has always been my hair. I would say my skin follows that. If I can just fix this, if I can just get the right haircut, or if I can get my spider veins gone, or if I can take Accutane and get rid of my acne, then I'll be happy. Then I will feel satisfied. Then I will no longer suffer. But that moment never came, and it actually got more and more frustrating because I would do all these things that I thought were gonna help, but they just made it worse. But specifically about the way that I look. If you have an event to go to and you need to get all dressed up and pretty, those days were nightmares for me. I couldn't even walk to class, or I couldn't go to work, or I couldn't face the day because of the way that I looked. At UNCC, I was in the cafeteria eating. I just had this random red mark on my wrist, and I don't know, it could have been a scratch, it could have been whatever, but I had a panic attack in the cafeteria over this one mark. My mind started going crazy, oh, do I have a rash? What's wrong with me? And I knew at that moment, when I had a panic attack, I needed to get professional help.
Are you almost ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. My hair is just terrible. It just looks awful. I don't know what to do with it. And so I prayed about it, and next session, she said, have you ever heard of body dysmorphia? Because that's what you have. And that was just an aha moment. I didn't have any other choice except to push forward and participate in these exercises, whether they were difficult, not wear makeup around my roommates, or I actually had to keep a log of how many hours I spent in the mirror per day. I was averaging about 6 to 8 hours a day in the mirror. That was a huge realization for me. Everything my whole life that I thought was different about me finally made sense. And it was devastating at first, but it was almost a relief, because I was like, wow, I actually know what's wrong with me now, so I can actually work towards fixing it instead of nobody knowing how to help me. Before I couldn't even hardly get out of the mirror to even accomplish something, let alone hold a job or a career. My self-worth, or how good I do today, or how well I perform today, or how good of a day I have, is not based on how I look. It's very unhealthy thinking, and it just really affects your everyday life. My main goals right now is to just be happy. I feel like I've come really, really far from where I started. After I came through my struggle and my process, it would feel so great to help other women too, to feel better about themselves. And so that's why I initially wanted to keep pursuing the skincare. If there's any girls out there, it doesn't matter how young, if you see signs in yourself or someone else, just really realize that you are beautiful.